sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Mike Tirico and Bregelton, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregalis to get us started. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Young. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the #3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's, can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Second and 12.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Flush to his right. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And he can't hang on through the contact into Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, here's May. Forced to his right. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
That's good for a Patriots.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 5. To throw is May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Patriots first down.
27-yard line.
Now a give running left. It is Stevenson, who's this to about the 26-yard line. Patrick Jones is there for the stop.
The 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Off the play fake, it's May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 9 yards to
And
go.
there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Patriots.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Panthers nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's brought down a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
First down, Panthers.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got the first-round pick, Teteroa McMillan. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Panther first down. With Young. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A 2nd down throw for Young. They set up the screen here to Hubbard. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready for their 2nd possession. First carry for Antonio Gibson. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. First down, New England.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Yeah. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it looked like one of the Patriots was able to fall on it. Indeed, they did. They are able to keep possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The RPO. That one is complete. He is not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Milton Williams in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. And And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Gibson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll drop this one down to Stevenson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Gets to the end at the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
21 more yards.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit and take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Gun. Here's May. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Mario Douglas. Touchdown, New England.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats move out on top, 14-0.
That's the score. Patriots 14. Panthers nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Young. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they forced the incomplete.
Back to throw. Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front 7 is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On comes with the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. On the return is Jones. Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. First down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll take a shot here. Back in the end zone. One incomplete. Hovering, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. Begins with a run by Hubbard. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll push forward for about a yard. First Christian Ellis. They're on the stop.
35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd down. Another run here with Hubbard. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
This is one of those high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
2nd down, they need 7. On play action, Young. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Harold Landry gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball to tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. And now it brings up 4th down.
Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Slot man in motion right. 3rd and short, and here is May. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, New England.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
A carry now for Gibson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
At the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. operating from the shotgun. It's May. There's a check down. Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Patriots first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run. Stevenson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Shaw Smith Wade on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard.
2 minutes remain here in this first half.
At the 48-yard
We're back to Foxborough after this. On 2nd down, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's May. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Sean Butte. Touchdown, Patriots. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Tremble comes in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Young. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw, Young. This one taken in by Renfro. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Young. Over the middle. He's got Legette. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. Man in motion, it's Diggs. To throw on first down is May. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is May. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
A gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 1. Throwing now is May. This one complete right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
17 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time off. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. To throw is May. That one complete to Hollins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. And that ball is out of reach. Toward the sideline, it'll be an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
For the Patriots field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Patriots will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Play action with Young. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Panthers.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The tackle made by Harold.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's Christian Barmore working his way in for the sack.
we spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
At the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's May. Quick hitting slant there. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw now. May will try to set up the screen to Stevenson. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Play action. Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A second down throw for Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and a yard. He'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. short, and they stuff him on fourth down.
Is a turnover.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
To throw it on first down. Exiting the pocket right. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
They'll run on first down with Stevenson. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Play is made there by DJ Wano.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Here with Gibson. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 9.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Pass complete to Diggs. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
First down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Stevenson is in for a touchdown. Nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Pats will extend this third quarter lead.
Panthers 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. A throw there. Caught by Leggett. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Carolina first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Tremble comes in motion. Here's Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Christian Barmore getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Young. That's taken in by McMillan. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. From the gun, it's Young. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stevenson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here. Late one-sided game. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
play fake. Here's May. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 30.
What a big play there for New England. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Throwing on second down. May digs on the reception. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. Young to throw on first and 10. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, Young. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Harold Landry gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Renfro brought in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man! That's McMillan! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23
A gain there of 23 yards. It's a Carolina first down. Hubbard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Chuba Hubbard, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Moore going in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late.
He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The play fake, it's May. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. Pass completed to Douglas. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
38, Ramondre Stevenson, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 2nd down, it's May. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. It's a great example why. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that'll give them the first tackle made after the pickup of 3.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle by Christian Roseboom. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So it's a win for the Patriots. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.